Hi, folks. My name is Andre Johnson. I'm a benefit special with the Department of Healthcare Policy and Financing in the Office of Community Living. And I have with the pleasure of having Shana Mickey here with me from the Community Integrated Services Program. And we want to discuss a little bit about the training that they offer to give you all some information about making an informed decision on which training fits your needs in order to meet the ACRE requirement for training. So with that being said, I'd like to introduce you all to Shana Mickey. And if I could ask you, Shana, can you introduce yourself to us?
Yes. Hi, everyone, and thank you, Andre, and thank you all for watching. I am Shana Mickey. I work for Community Integrated Services, an employment service provider located in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I've been in employment services for the last 10 years. Currently, I am the Organizational Development Manager, and I also am our ACRE coordinator.
Great, great. All right. So the purpose of this is to kind of give everybody some information about, what trainings are available in order for them to meet their ACRE certification requirements. And so that we can give them the best information, we wanted to ask you a few questions about your program specifically to kind of help them have some help them have some information. So with that being said, I'll get into the questions. Number one, how long has your organization provided ACRE training?
Sure. Our organization has been providing the training for the last 5 years.
Perfect, perfect. And as participants get involved in or get assigned or get enrolled with training, what is a typical timeline for them to complete it? Or how long does it take them to complete your training?
Yeah, we provide the basic ACRE certificate, which covers 39 competencies and 4 domain areas that ACRE has identified. Our training it lasts 3 weeks. There are 10 sessions, and we have 8 modules. And we cover 8 modules during those 10 sessions.
Perfect. All right, great to hear. What is the structure of your program? Is it an in-person virtual classroom? Is it a work at your own pace? Is it a hybrid model? How do you structure your class?
Yeah, our class structure approved by ACRE is an in-person class structure, but because of the pandemic, we do provide that in-person session, that class on Zoom. However, we are up for a new curriculum, and we will be providing a more hybrid model coming 2023.
Great to hear. That's great to hear. All right. With your classes, what do you hope that your participants will learn? What do you hope that they will learn from your training?
Yeah. During a class, you get to meet people that have been in employment services, whether they're just starting or they've been in there for many years. Our goal is to, especially for the people just joining the industry, is just to get basic information they need to be successful in the job. And then say if you've been in employment services for, let's say, 20 years, which I've had students, the goal is just to make sure they have the most updated information, current terminology, and for them to be successful in their role.
That's great. That's great. So that's great to hear. How available are your instructors to students as they're going through that program? A lot of students have questions that won't necessarily be able to be answered during class time. Is there a way for them to reach out to instructors outside of those class hours to get answers to some of the questions that they might have?
Yeah. We have 5 ACRE trainers that covers all 8 modules. I am the primary contact for the training, so you can contact me directly, but you can also contact the ACRE trainers for each session if you have a specific question for their particular module subject.
Okay, great. That's so good to hear. So what's unique about your training? What do you offer that kind of makes you a little different than others and makes your training more? What is unique about your training?
Yeah, we love for our training to be interactive. So we love to engage students, get to know a little bit about their background so we can personalize the training as much as possible. But also, as I mentioned, we cover all 4 domains and 39 competencies that's covered during our basic education for the employment services. But we offer extended modules on positive behavior supports, benefits counseling, and enhancing careers.
That's great. That's great. So it's my understanding that you all are based out of Pennsylvania.
Yes.
And of course, Philadelphia, which is famous for Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. I just not sure that you're aware of this, but Colorado has created its own version of a Philly cheesesteak, which I think is very comparable, if not better. I'd like to get your opinion on that. I don't know that you've ever had a Colorado cheesesteak, but I'll just let you know that the chilies are a little different, and it's really good. So, have you ever had a Philly cheesesteak outside of Philly that was better than one that you've ever had in Philly?
I would say I have, but I probably have a different answer than most people from Philadelphia. Yes.
That's a good point. Yes, and Philadelphia is also known to be the home of Hershey's chocolate. So I mean, there's a lot of chocolate in this world, and I'm just curious to know if you believe there's better chocolate than Hershey's in Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, there is not a better Hershey's. There's not a better chocolate than Hershey's chocolate in PA.
Okay, I'm glad I got your opinion on that. That's good to hear. So, moving on, we'll get into the next questions. Have you received some testimonials from students about your program? What have students said about what they've learned from you all?
So at the end of our session, we survey every single student, and the survey is optional, but we've been definitely getting some really great feedback. And one of the testimonials, and this is a quote, the training was interactive and everyone was engaged and willing to share their experiences. The stories and examples shared during class really brought things home. I feel I have been given more tools to make me a better employment specialist.
That's great. That sounds just amazing. That sounds like you guys offer a very good program. So that being said, what do you all do to attract students, and what do you do to keep them engaged? You know what I mean? What is your recipe for success with attraction and retention?
Yeah, so we keep students engaged by encouraging them to unmute themselves during the training, share their personal experiences so that others can learn from them and we can have a robust discussion. We also have breakout sessions where you, again, can connect with students from Colorado, from PA, and other states as they join, and just learn from each other and connect. How we reach out to potential students, we'll contact various agencies and just let them know that when we're running our ACRE training, and hopefully they'll send their staff to my training.
Excellent. Networking is enormous, and that's a great opportunity to do so. So perfect. Thank you so much. One final question is, how do participants reach out to you? I mean, if we have participants that are looking for training and have expressed interest in CIS, how can we forward them to you or what contact information can we give them to reach out to you?
Yeah. If you would like to learn more information about how our training is structured, what you will learn during our training, or just learn when our upcoming sessions are, you can contact me directly at shana.mickey@cisworks.org.
Great. Mickey, hey, thank you so much for this time, and thank you for all this wonderful information. I think that you've given some great feedback and just some great information for folks to make an informed decision. And we'd really like to thank you again for your time. Sorry you're in Philadelphia, not in Colorado, but that's okay. You know what I mean? Everybody's got to live somewhere. So I really appreciate your time. I hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, wrong button.